You worked 40 hours a week for 10 years. You saved your money. You even stopped buying that coconut almond milk matcha latte with caramel foam and boba for just $3.99 like your internet guru told you to, and put your saved money into a bank account with a 3% annual yield. Well, time to buy a house and relax. Wait, how did this happen? Well, let's start from the beginning. Imagine you are an average worker in New York in 1980. By saving half your income, you can save up for your house in only 9 years, or get a mortgage right now with a tiny interest rate. Life is beautiful. What could possibly go wrong? Urbanization. Well, over time, life in the neighboring village got pretty bad. It has low wages, zero entertainment, and no career growth. Meanwhile, tech companies and trendy coffee shops are starting to open up in your city. Now, workers and programmers from neighboring towns are moving to your city. They rent houses. They buy houses. Prices go up. Now, to buy a house, you need to save for 10 years. What's next? Materials. If there are a lot of doges in the city, you need to build new houses, which means you need a lot of materials. But building material manufacturers can't just grow 1,000 trees in 1 year. And, on top of that, the neighboring cities need materials too. Prices for materials go up. House prices go up too. Now, to buy a house, you need to save for 11 years. Bureaucracy. Well, prices are up, people are moving in, so it's time for big business to build houses. A businessman goes to City Hall, submits an application to build a massive housing complex, and come back in 10 years. Okay. Wait, what? Business adapted to the new reality, but the government didn't. To build a house, you need to get a permit, to get a permit, to get a permit, to get a permit. Well, that's it. Prices go up. Now you need to save for 12 years. Globalization. So after 10 years of approvals and 1 day of construction, a cool new building appears in your city. But there's a problem. 1 day after it's built, every single house is bought up by investors from China. All of them? Yes, all of them. Now all the doges who made a lot of money in their own countries are moving to yours because you have that coconut almond milk matcha latte with caramel foam and boba for just $3.99. Well, we just need to build new buildings. But there's a problem. Nobody wants to work in construction anymore. Every doge wants to sit in a cool office and drink a coconut almond milk matcha latte with caramel foam and boba for just $3.99. What do we do now? Well, we can invite builders from a poorer country. But now they don't have builders to build buildings. Well, they can invite builders from an even poorer country. And you get the point. Builders become rare, builders become expensive. But here is the catch. The builders who move to you now need houses too. Prices go way up. Now you need to save for 14 years.
Airbnb. Well, you can buy a house and make money on long-term rent. You can buy a house and make money by selling it for more later. But there is a way to make even more money. You can buy a house and rent it out short-term to tourist doges from other countries. Now, a bunch of houses are being bought just for this. Half of the houses in your city are not houses anymore. They are hotels. Prices go up a lot. Now, you need to save for 16 years. REITs. Now, real estate is a tasty morsel for Wall Street. Investment funds show up. You find the perfect house, take all your grandma's savings, gather your paperwork, and offer the seller your mortgage. But suddenly, a giant corporation appears. They don't even look at the house. They just throw a suitcase of cash at the seller, 20% over the asking price. Why? They don't care about the price. They want to buy up entire neighborhoods just to rent them back to you forever. You have a subscription for movies, a subscription for music, now you have a subscription for a roof over your head, and it is very expensive. The supply of available houses shrinks. Prices go extremely high. Now you need to save for 18 years. Safe haven. Well, absolutely everyone has realized that prices always go up. Every Doge knows that tomorrow the price of any house will double. Everyone is terrified that if they don't buy a house today, they will never buy one. And they are right. Inflation eats your cash, and stocks are too volatile. Therefore, concrete becomes the only reliable currency. A house is no longer a place to live. A house is a giant physical Bitcoin. With their very first spare dollar, taking out insane 50-year mortgages, everyone runs to buy houses, even if they just sit completely empty later. Therefore, prices go to the moon. Now, you need to save for 21 years. And you are here. Wait, are you saying that if I start saving at 20, I'll have enough by 40? No! In those 20 years, prices will grow even more. If you had started saving 20 years ago, you would buy a house today. But as it stands, you will never buy one. Good luck! Subscribe.